Alright guys, I feel like I grabbed everything, but I'm not 100% sure. So, I'm gonna tell you, nothing in this video today is, sponsored, none of that nonsense. It's just random things around the house I had. Also, you know, you can't forget Chick-fil-A because it was the other half's birthday coming up and I took them out. So, gotta have some of their lemonade, of course. So, I got these headphones at Joann's, I think it was. They were on the checkout counter. By the way, they're pretty crappy. They're made with tinfoil on the inside, so anytime you kind of push on them, they have a crinkling sound, even when they're playing music. So I don't even want to give them away. That's how much I didn't like them. But I didn't want to get rid of the box because it has this really awesome magnet in it. And I wanted to use it for a project. Little did I know I'd be using it for this project. So I actually want to jump in here and tear this apart now that I know what I'm finally going to use it for. Because I was trying to keep it, because I thought I might have made it a shadow box out of this. But I like using the magnet idea in this project better. So there's one. And I don't know if you can, you really can't unless I tear it open. But there we go. Okay. We can save this clear piece of plastic too. But you can see right there, it is where it's at. And I'm definitely going to save this, I think, for this project also. Because I kind of have an idea in my head of what I want to do. Alright. Oh yeah, so there's one. That's trash. There's two. And of course we need the cover. So if you have anything like this, you know, maybe you can recycle it and use the pieces in one of your projects. Oh man, they put more money into the box than they did the headphones. Oh my. If they would have just used the money that they put into making the box into giving the headphones a little bit more quality, they probably would have been better off. All right. So now we have these little kind of textured flat metal pieces here and our magnets. And these are some really flat looking nice pieces. And I got some really heavy duty good glue on them too, which left some residual paper, which means it'll work perfect with the Fabri-Tac. Alright, let's toss that aside. So we got our little, and this is thick too. Really nice and thick. Clear plastic. Alright. So if you remember last time, we kind of cut all of these up and got them ready to go. So, oh, I know what I forgot. Shoot. I might grab those on this video. I might wait because what I work on this video might take the full hour that I have lined up to work on this. And I may not be able to fit in the other part that I was thinking about. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. So our book has definitely had ample time to settle and dry. Yeah. Isn't that just amazing? So I said we were going to glue these in on our next step. And I don't want to glue them all in today. I think I'm just going to leave some of them aside to work on later. But I do think that this is going to be for today. So we need some glue. And then we can work on these. Yeah, that's kind of my idea. We'll see what happens. Let's see what we can come up with, guys. So if you guys have any ideas, obviously drop them in comments. I'd love to hear your little ideas and what's going on in your head for possibilities for this lovely lap book. Maybe I'll try it on another one and see how it comes out. Definitely check out some of my other videos. I have a tutorial for a curved spine. I know that one is pretty popular. This series, actually, the first one in the series, went over quite well. So I'm hoping that you guys really, really enjoy the return and what's going on now. It's been very rainy here, which is funny because Arizona is really, really weird with the rain. One minute it's raining right here, and the next minute it's raining in the neighbor's yard. So, I mean, they could get plenty of rain and you could get nothing. It's kind of a a weird scenario. Welcome to Arizona. So I've been getting a lot of wonderful projects done. I just finished a beautiful sewing journal. If you haven't seen it yet, there's some beautiful photos on Instagram of it, and of course there's also a flip through of it. I thought it come out really, really awesome. And I think I've completed two miniature journals this week, which is the most I've done in a long time. I haven't done a miniature in a very long time, and I got another one that I'm doing right now for a friend that I think is gonna come out gorgeous. I can't wait to see it, and if you guys are excited to see it, let me know, because it's going to be done from a baptismal gown. I was very honored to be doing that one, and I really can't wait to see how it turns out, because if I do have my lovely ladies that have been here a while, you'll know that I did do a wedding one a while back, and it's been a while since I've seen the wedding one. It was done from a vintage wedding dress, and the person that I did that one for, that friend of mine, she just loved it. I actually have my best friend. I have a wedding one I got to do for her. Oh God, this next year I got one for her and one for my sister. So I am going to be crazy busy, because I'm going to be doing theirs in ledger style. I don't really want them to see the journal until it's done. But if you guys want to see the process for making those journals, then definitely drop it in the comments. And I would love to do a process video. But it obviously won't come out until after their special event, because I really don't want them to see it until they're kind of surprised with it, because I already know the theme for both of the weddings. God, next year is going to be so insane. This year was crazy because there was babies in the family. I mean, babies everywhere. My best friend had a baby. My sister had a baby. I think another one of my friends had a baby. No, two of my other friends had babies. So, oh man, I keep seeing that darn crack. I have this crack in the window. My other half wasn't doing the weeds for me. God bless him. And picked up a rock and hit my window. So now I have this crack in my window, and it mocks me every time I look out the window. I swear. It's double pane though, so it's not really a big deal, but it's just like, it's such a great eyesore. I see it every time I sit down to craft. I'm like, no. And I can't afford to fix it, because every time I do save up to fix it, something else happens. Like, you know, I lock the keys in the trunk of my car and the dealership has to get them out. Yeah, I'm good at that stuff. Really good at that stuff. So I want this to be a window, and you'll see why in a minute. Ah, this is gonna be pretty cool. So where's our ruler? So we'll want it, nah, not 3.5, maybe 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4 will be good, I think. We'll do it 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is safe. Safe. All right, so how tall is our... Okay, so it's 8 3/4 tall. And I was measuring in between these lines and making sure, you know, that there's 1, 2, 3 inches here. And then that there's, see that line, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. So there's plenty of space between the two. That way I don't end up seeing these. And there's enough texture on the paper to where when I glue it down, it'll hold it in place and make sure it doesn't slide everywhere when I start mounting everything. So we need this, and I know what I forgot. Ah, son of a biscuit eater. So I guess this will just have to be our best bet. We'll have to be careful, because this, if you guys haven't seen the tutorial video for this, I hand put this desktop on here, and it's not made from like a really thick material, so we can accidentally cut through it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So we can have 1 inch on each side, and I think I'm going to do 1 inch drop. So we'll go right here. I'm going to pull it down a little bit so I can kind of see what I'm doing. There we go. I can see it much better now. So I'm just kind of centering. So now I know where to draw my line. I got a pencil here. So I decided I want to sit 1 inch down from the top. We got 1 inch on each side of buffer. This is going to be 3 inches wide. 1, 2, 3. And 4 inches long. So from here, I want to do it like this. This way the line is pretty well straight. Match up with the line up here and this line to make sure. It's not perfect, but it'll do in a pinch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So down to the 6 mark. There we go. Alright. I'm going to use these little dots on the side here to line up. I should probably put it at the 4 mark. Yeah, so we went a little past. There we go, much better. Alright. We're use these lines here and here. Match them up. Make sure they're as straight as possible. Don't need to be like 100% accurate, but you know, close enough. There we go. We now have a little window. Be careful with your razor knife, whatever type of razor knife you're using. You obviously don't want to cut your finger off. And I always kind of put my thumb down to the side to balance a little bit. See, and we pushed hard enough to make it through, but not hard enough to cut through this. Just, you know, gentle, but not too gentle. There we are. I really like this idea too, because not only are you going to have like this little cool window to see into whatever it is that I am currently working on, which is kind of a surprise, I guess. Well, I guess it won't be a surprise because the icon photo will give it away a little bit. But to see into, you know, whatever's going to be on this page. Okay, so I didn't go all the way through on the sides, which is okay. You just go back through and oh my. Just push a little bit harder. There we go. I cut into this a little bit, but not too much. Usually I have a little bore or a rotary mat, but I left that at the other half's house. So we just got to work with what we have, and maybe some of you don't have a rotary mat, so using a little piece of cardboard underneath, you know, maybe that's all you have. And it is affordable. Because let me tell you, some rotary mats just, actually rotary mats in general just aren't cheap. All right. And now we also have this as kind of a guideline to draw our little cutout. I'm going to put top on here. Draw a cutout for our paper or whatever it is that we are going to be. Oh my. So actually I cut a little bit shorter than I should have, which it happens to the best of us. It does. So I'm going to go down another inch. Get my ruler here. It won't be hard either. Line up. So this from that line obviously is an inch. Scoot that over a little. See, we all make mistakes. The 3 mark. And then straight down. There we go. Straight down. All right. Let's see how that looks. What's that saying? Measure twice, cut once. I know I'm a bad example. All right, let's try this again. And please, you know, if you're under 18, ask permission to use your razor knife. And keep your fingers away from the knife. Don't want to have any emergency room visits. That would not be pretty. I was teaching sewing class. And with little girls. And one of the little lovelies accidentally ran. I looked away for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. We kept telling her to slow down and, you know, move your hands, adjust them properly to keep them away from the needle. Well, she had to learn the hard way because she accidentally ran over the tip of her finger. She was blessed enough that it just kind of split the tip of her finger and didn't actually go through the center of her nail and stitch a piece of string through it. Thank God. I think I would have been more horrified than she was. But yeah, it was kind of like, oh no, are you okay? Type deal. I'm trying to decide, should I do it on the outside or the inside? I don't think I want it to really... I'm going to put it on the outside because I don't want it to collect dust, if you know what I mean. So, I'm just going to flip this over. And we're going to glue this on. Going to get this done and over with. Just right directly to the glue that's already there. You know, kind of give it a little bit of sticky already to work with. Because obviously this clear glassine plastic stuff is not gonna be that sticky. If you used hot glue, it'd probably be better because it'd heat up in the plastic along the edges. I would do it right along the very edges though. Not towards where you're going to be able to visibly see, because obviously it's going to warp the plastic. But it would probably hold it in place really well too. Alright, let's press it into place. Oh yes, good. I like it. I hope you guys like it too. I kind of feel like I should line it a little bit with like cardstock to raise this a little bit, but I think it'll be alright. I really do. Alright, so I have some tape here, and I am going to just go ahead and, oh, excuse me, add this to the bottom here. So I again have a good measurement piece for designing the cover plate. Let's see, there we go. And I'm gonna have to take it to the sewing machine too, so I'm gonna do that off camera. If you guys want to see some sewing tutorials, I do have some of those as well. See, look at that. You can see right inside. I like it. Alrighty. So, Ooh, actually, what do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay, so I kind of want to, I'm just going to lay this out right here and just kind of press out where it's, okay, so it's terrible, but it just might work. Oh yeah, works quite well. I'm such a cheater, pumpkin eater. Okay. that is what it kind of looks 3D. We made it pop out by ourselves, guys. So now we know where our little pop out is going to be. Ooh, all right. So we're gonna obviously put this out of the way because we don't want to cut through it. And we'll go through the back side. And again, keep your fingers out of the way. Be very, very careful. We don't want any boo-boos. This is kind of why I like to rest my thumb on the table, because it gives me like a little bit of a guiding hand. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what it looks like. I like it. What do you guys think? It comes out really awesome. So, obviously before I mount this, I want to sew around the paper. Yeah, this is all done in black too, or brown, I think. So I'm gonna have to switch out some of the thread on my machine before I sit down with this. And then, let's see. I remember saying I really, really liked this one, but I think I might save that for the other side. Yeah, we can do... I really don't want to do that one. I feel like it would tie too much in with that. That's going to go on the outside. I don't know. If I do it on this side, it would tie in too much. We'll see. We'll see. Don't worry about that. That's later's thoughts. Okay, those are for the fronts. And I really like this one. And I know you guys know that I really like this one. So I think we're gonna do the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this over. And we're just gonna use this as our little buffer. Oops. Definitely want to use a pencil. That way we can avoid boo-boos like that. So I've been thinking about getting a brother scanning cut. Of course, I can't decide between a scanning cut or a Cricut. I mean, I really don't know the difference between the two. I mean, my mom and several other people, and I've been in sewing for years, and I've worked with brother, and I really, really like them. My birth mom, she works with a Cricut, and she seems to, you know, I should probably really ask her what she thinks of the Cricut, because she's been using it for years. But I feel like the scan and cut would be just a good idea for me to cut out ephemera, because you just scan it real quick and it cuts it for you. So I'm kind of torn between the two and can't make up my mind. So if any of you guys have any comments that you would like to say about either or you, especially if someone has both and you've had a chance to work with both for a while, so you really like know the difference between the two and could give me an honest opinion, that would be awesome. I mean, I've been watching a couple of different videos and looking a little bit, but I gotta take care of the printer before I can move towards a scan and cut. Although I do gotta say that the printer was a good investment and I really do enjoy it. All right, there we are. Oh yes, that is just wonderful. And I love how crystal clear that is. It's been sitting in a box for a while too, so. All right, so I'm gonna take all the rest of this stuff. I'm just gonna set it aside. I don't want it getting in the way because we're not even gonna focus on this side right now. So far this is my favorite box. It's really, really shiny on the other side, but this is one of the thicker ones that I've been able to get a hold of. And we're just gonna throw these in the scrap box. But I've had a lot of good luck working with this thicker. I mean, it's even thicker than like the basic soda boxes. And I get boxes from quite a few different people. So, a lot of my lovelies, my mom and some friends and some other family members, they save this stuff for me all the time. So we're also going to set this back here. All right, what we want to do is, I want to measure this, and it's an inch. So, you really don't, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to measure this little guy. So literally it fits right in there snug. So that's how tall we want these strips. So we need our wonderful cutting board. We're gonna cut 4 lovely strips at about an inch thick. Okay, perfect. So we'll just do it this way. Okay. Oh my, you can't even really... I just realized that it's kind of hard to tell where you're... Okay, so this first line right here is your inch. Perfect. I just wanted to be sure. Perfect. Okay. It shifted a little. Wasn't happy about that too much. Let's go ahead and just go with right there. see, that's a little too long. We need it to be pretty exact. Just under. Close enough for me. Okay, so it looks like we have 4 here. So we're done. Let's go ahead and lock that. We're gonna kind of, I don't know why I closed this. So now we need 2 strips to be 8 3/4 by, actually I want to do it inside the stitch line. So we're going to do 4 3/4 by 8 1/4. So 4 3/4 by 8 1/4. So 4 3/4. It's stuck. Oh no. 4 3/4. Oh, almost. Okay. By 8 1/4. Eight 1/4. And 8 1/4. Alrighty, there we have it. Take all these scraps and throw them in the scrap bin or the, scrap whatever. Okay, so that for later. And we need our little cutting board. Okay, so now we're going to take these little lovelies and we're going to sand them down. I got these nail files. I love them. They work great. You can use any nail file, but I really like these because they're reusable and washable. You can wash them in the sink and they work forever. So I just lay them out, grab my whatever I'm working on and go to town like this. Just buff it up enough to where it's not gonna slide off when I glue something to it. Okay, Now we are ready to play. My favorite part. So, yeah, we can use these scraps for this. So, and we need some scissors. My red handy dandy paper scissors. And we're just gonna cut a little strip here. Actually, I don't know why I just said a little strip here. It should be at least an inch across. So we're just gonna go ahead and, I mean, you can use the cut board, but just use this and measure real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 3. So we'll just get one from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and fold this on the number 4 line. If it's not graph paper, then, you know, good. I think this is about a 1/2 inch. Yeah, good 1/2 inch. So make little inch squares and then fold it in half. I think there's some thunder. It's looking pretty promising. I hope it actually rains this time though. Looked so promising yesterday. And then just followed the mountains and went around like it normally does in Tucson. It goes, hey, you guys are really, really too hot. You know, you have this big heat bubble over you. We don't like you. So we're just going to go around you. All right. Now comes the fun stuff. Little bit of glue on one tab, just on one of the tabs. I like to smooth it out because then it gives it, you know, it makes it tacky faster than it normally would. And this, glue it straight to your little piece here. So it looks like that. There we go. And do the same thing with the rest of them. Four little tabs, 4 little pieces here. So you guys have any interesting new projects you're working on now? Trying something new? So I would love to see it, you know, or whatever it is you happen to be working on while I am on the craft with you, on the YouTubes and crafting with you. Tag me on any social media. I actually have, there is a LMD Lovelies hashtag now. So if you guys want to go ahead and, you know, just drop that tag and I'll be able to directly see anything you're working on. especially while you're crafting with me. I'd love to see. Oh, yeah. So now we get to pick a paper to decorate with for these little guys. Just stick all these with our scraps over here, yonder. Now, so we have a couple of different Tim Holtz papers here. I pulled out a couple other papers as well. I do like how these collage ones, they're like all the different Tim Holtz papers, but they're really, really shrunken into one. So I kind of like these. And of course, you know, we need our cutting board. You don't really have to open it too far because we just need those inch strips, or just before an inch strips. One. I'm just kind of, you know, mixing them up a little. Different colors and all. 2. 3. 4. All right. Now we got 4 strips going on here. Probably should have done 8, but that is all good. So I am just going to glue these on, and then we can trim them up when we're done. So let's just go to Glue Town. And remember, we're putting them on the inside. The tabbies are going to be on the outside. These paper decorations are going to be on the inside. If you kind of skip this step, it'll be a little bit harder to do later on down the road. I've been kind of designing this for the past week and a half in my head and reverse engineering it. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't really get to do the video last week, because it gave me a little bit of time to think through on how to create this, because I knew it's what I wanted. I just, when I first thought of it, I wasn't 100% sure how to do it. So it gave me a little bit more time to think it through, to make sure it would actually, I wouldn't end up having to redo it while I was filming. You guys understand? Okay. Okay. Remember, the tabbies are on the opposite side. And it doesn't really matter whether you use this scuffed up side or the brown side of your recycled cardboard. You know, you can use either or, either which direction. Of course, if you didn't scuff it up that great, you know, you just kind of like, nah, then you may want to put the not as great scuffed up side on the inside. because technically that's what I'm working on right now, is the inside. The inside parts. There we go. Because if this comes undone, you know, it won't be as noticeable as if it comes undone the other way. There. And the last one. I like these ones. There we are. So I finally finished Bones. I was kind of sad to finish it, you know, coming to the end of something and having to find something new to watch, of course. But I'm glad that I finally got to see every single episode, and you'll of course watch them in unison. I mean, I'm that type of person. I'll sit and watch it all. I and my coworker the other day were talking about NCIS, and I don't think it's on any streaming networks right now, so I really can't sit down and watch it continuously. I know another one I've been meaning to sit down and watch continuously was CSI, but there's so many of them that I think I might get bored of it. With Bones, I mean, it had been so long since I've watched it, and there's 12 episodes, so I mean, I don't know. That, and I guess I like the characters more in Bones than sometimes in CSI. I'm just like, nah. There's some characters I like better than others, and when they don't focus on those specific characters, I'm like, I really don't want to watch this episode. I'm done. But of course you have to watch that episode, otherwise you miss half of the story plots, and then you end up lost in that next episode. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. So, I know I'm terrible. I watch a lot of TV. I do a lot of stuff, though. I mean, that, and when I do, I get stuff done. I'm one of those, I don't just watch TV, I do projects at the same time. So, you know, it's not like I'm just watching TV. There we are. Trimmed up. Ready to go. And you do kind of want to trim any excess off of these, because they kind of have to be a little precise. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to be pretty even. There we go. And that one. Okay. Now they're ready to put together. So we got a short one and a long one. So let's go ahead and glue our little tabby here. All right, there we go. And then we want to do the same thing for this one. Hi, little man. What you doing? What you doing? There we are. We got some glue there. We'll go with this one. Oh, what's up, little girl? She wants my attention. She's been pretty needy today. And then her daddy came to visit. And of course, he didn't stay long because he's going down to see the family this weekend. So, yeah, she's all sad because she loves her papa. Alrighty, guys. I'm excited. What do you think? I'm pretty sure now it's kind of coming together for you on what we're making. There. What do you guys think? Pretty neat. I'm thinking so. I like it. I feel like, though, I'm going to have to trim some on these pieces that we just did. But that's okay. I think I'm going to add them next time when we decorate. This time I'll just focus on this. And we got that piece on there. We don't really, actually, yeah, no. Nope, those won't work. But these can go on the scraps. Scrappies. But this will work. And we'll have to use this size. That's got to be a little over an inch. Okay. So I kind of like have two ideas on how to attach this. One is just to straight up glue it, and the other one is to add a second backing. I think I'm going to go with the second backing, but I'm not sure really which back. Well, I guess we could use, yeah, I think the map would be pretty cool. I mean, what do you guys think? The map would be, and it's grungy enough, so having little goodies and stuff in there, yeah, collect. I like that. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's put this over here. So I want to measure again just to be sure. So it's 8 1/4 by 4 3/4. So 8 1/4 by 4 3/4. And we want about 1/2 inch on each side. So I kind of want to mark out the 1/2 inch. And there's a reason for that. Okay, so right there. Perfect. And if you see, this ruler has 3 1/2 inches, and you can just automatically set down this 1/2 inch, and it makes it really easy to draw out your lines. And here's a 1/2 inch from the bottom too, so you're kind of set. So we're gonna do 8. And oh man, I'm terrible. So we'll end up at 4 1/4. Up there. And then we're obviously going to leave our little inch going on here. Right there. And we have the notch right here to go by. You know, we're just lining up the edge of our ruler right here along the bottom. It just makes it easier. And we aren't going to see any of this on the side, so you really don't have to worry about those lines. I mean, you can erase them if you want. This one I might a little bit because some of that paper is going to be saved. All right. Now we're going to set that aside. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that that line right here is about 1/2 inch. And there we have it. Okay, so we'll put these scraps over here. Of course, lock that in place. And we can just kind of use the scissors for this next part. We're just going to cut right directly to the corner. Don't cut past the corner. Yeah, and cut all of your corners off. This one is a lot longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to sit down our ruler and just pick up our side and bend it upwards. It's probably the easiest way I've found to do it. There we go. And one last time. All right. There we are. So, what do you guys think? Now we can stick our little dude in here. And he fits perfectly. Oh my. Now comes the fun. We get to glue him together. So, just fold your little side down one at a time. And leave the other 3 standing up. I think that's like the easiest way to do it because it still holds it in place where it should be. And just add your glue in little circles like I normally do. Don't go over the line, obviously. And then smooth it out really good. I didn't get it up to the side enough. We really want the side to stick good. That way we can put on a good cover paper. And when you're finished, this will actually make a really cute box too that you can put on your desk or, you know, something like that as well. There. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Now you got yourself a cool little box going on. Now let's do this side. Got a little glue bubble going on there. There we go. Looking good, guys. I am definitely liking this. And I guess if you wanted to, you could probably even put Velcro dots on the back of this, and it could be removable from your book. That would be a great idea too. All right. I'm loving how this is coming out, guys. Hi, Fluff. What do you want? What? I know. Are you going to help? I think he's going to help. Yeah, he wants to help. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Yeah. He's literally sitting on my lap like a little kid right now. He's silly like that. He is my kid, though. I can't lie. He's literally sitting on my lap like a little kid right now. You're so funny, Fluff. This is why we need Boo, so we can come and take a picture of you sitting on my lap like a little kid, so everyone can see. Oh, you're so funny. You are. You're a funny dog. You know that? You're silly. Yeah, you're very silly. Hey, no, where you go? Where do you think you're doing? You want to be on the table, huh? Yeah. What? All right, there you go. Go lay down. Yeah, now he's laying in my lap. Can't do anything by myself. Nope. I just can't. Oh my. I hope you guys love it. I know I do. I'm just, I think it's so cool. So now you can keep some charms and some doodads and bigger things in here. There we go. Okay. And now we need some strips. I do that all the time to save glue. All the time. Okay. Even though I'm probably not actually saving glue, I feel like I'm saving glue. All right. There we go. So I'm just going to fold this. Actually, I'll just mark it. Ooh, I don't have to mark it. There. There's the outline, but now I have a good measurement for another one. Here we go. I have a song by Pink stuck in my head. That Pretty Pretty Please. Yeah, it's stuck in my head right now. Oh, was it? Yeah, Perfect. That's the song. Hey, there. Haha, I found them. I feel like I'm going to have to trim them up a little bit, though. There. Now we're just going to put some glue on the side. A little quiet today. I don't know, these past few days I've just felt really, it's kind of like in a relaxed mode. I think it's because of the monsoon. That and the other day I wasn't feeling too good. An upset tummy. I think it was because of something I ate. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but it was something along those lines. Just my tummy was not liking me. But now we're doing better today. I mean, my tummy was a little upset earlier, but still managed to make it to Chick-fil-A. So obviously it wasn't that upset. So I am debating on starting a vlog. So if any of you are interested, let me know in the comments what you think, because I've seriously been considering starting a vlog of just day-to-day things and, you know, what's going on, the way I think and how I plan for making things and goals and future plans. Maybe how to, you know, sell in Etsy, or little tutorials on how to, you know, maybe make thumbnails for videos, or vacation type deals. Like I have told you guys that I'm going to Disneyland for my very, very first time. Now I do know from hearing from other people that I watch on YouTube that you can't really film inside of Disneyland, but that doesn't mean I can't show you, you know, just a few of my photos and stuff of us having a little bit of fun on my social media. And, you know, maybe little bits and pieces here and there of like places we eat while we're up and around that area. I need 2 more pieces and then this is ready to go. Yeah, I just realized that it's Africa. That's alright. I picked it because of that. I should totally circle Paris in there. Yeah. Because, you know, I want to go to Paris. Everybody knows I want to go to Paris. Oh, crap. I left a glue ball. Okay, it didn't stick to the book. It just kind of left an imprint. My bad. Let's get that off of there. Yeah, be careful with your glue balls. Your little balls of glue. They can cause lots of problem. All right. So we need 2 more inch, or a little less than inch strips. I really like that piece, so I think I'm gonna go right there. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go into, because I really like this one and that one too, so I'm gonna go into that one. All right, there we go. Let's finish out our little box. Let's see, how long are we at, guys? Oh, we're an hour at 16 minutes. So I think we're going to glue in our little box, and we're going, ooh, is that thunder? That's thunder, guys. Got some thunder. Yeah. We like those little flowers too. We'll save those for something else. So I just kind of folded it off so I know approximately where to cut at. Not rocket science, you know. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Now I'm like, I want a lot of water. I think the lemonade did it to me. So we didn't get around to using the magnets today, and that's okay, because we will get them in. Don't worry in the slightest. We will get the magnets in. Okay. Do I want that side? No, I want this side, because this side has both. I know, I switch back and forth between the box and this little guy. Oh, man, I kind of figured we had been at about an hour filming. I didn't realize it had been so long. All right. I like that it says Francis right there, too. Okay. Now we just have this side. I feel like I'm going to edit some of the stuff in this. I don't know though, I may just leave it because the sanding didn't take me very long. And that'd probably be the only spot that I edit and speed up. I could probably get but I'll wait. It took a little bit of time to construct this box, so. That, and now I'll have time to think about what else I want to do with this pretty lady. I'm really liking the way she's shaping up. Yeah. Be nice storage for all of my little doodads that I want to take with me on trips. Oh, we got a little bit of, I'm gonna have to trim that with the scissors. Personally, I feel like I don't want this to remove out of mine because I know I would take it out and forget it. I'm just that way. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this right in there. Oh, and just so you know, the only thing I'm gonna do with these, I might trim down the edges a little bit because I know I need to, and then re-ink them. But I'm going to be sewing around this. I'm obviously not going to do that on camera. That way, when I get to the next step, they'll be ready to go for you guys. And you can watch me glue them in. If you don't care to watch me glue them in, just let me know in the comments. And I will just glue them in before the video. That way we can get to all of the other goodies. Of course, now we're gonna glue in our wonderful little box here. We want you to go in nicely, so we're gonna put plenty of glue on you. I guess not too much glue because you don't want it to warp, but you definitely want enough glue to make sure it's not going to go anywhere, especially if you're going to be sticking any like steel pieces inside of it and you don't want it shifting around and obviously falling out of your little box here of your book when it's up on the shelf, because you want it to be a little sturdy. Personally, I may even go back and reinforce some of the cardboard, especially along the bottom end, to make it a little thicker for when it is sitting up on the shelf, if I decide I want to put some like charms and things in here. Of course, if it's laying flat, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not really gonna cause too many problems. But if it's like standing upright inside of a shelf, this obviously could over time start to look like this. Oh yeah, what do you guys think? Gotta let it get tacky a little bit, and then we'll close our little flip lid. I'll put the covers on, just, you know, kind of place them there so you can see what they're gonna look like. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, see what I mean? I'm gonna have to trim this a little bit, and it's sticking over right there. But I'll take this out so you can get a better idea. There. We did a little box today, guys. Isn't it too cute? I love it. I really, really do. I hope you guys do too. It's obviously not 100% finished yet, but it is pretty close. We will finish it out in our next video. And I just want to, yeah, see? Look at that. And you can store scissors in there. Oh, yeah. I mean, look. And obviously, this is going to be held closed and sit like this better when everything is finished. And that's what we have these wonderful magnets for. So stay tuned. We got to finish this lovely. I love the little box idea. It's so cool. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Bye.